fair elections.
Prop 50 destroys congressional districts created by the Citizen Commission, letting politicians rig new districts for themselves, sacrificing fair elections and voter choice.
Don't let Prop 50 take us backwards. Keep California a leader for reform. Vote no on 50.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers.
But at the core, this is a family business.
Our family watching out for your family. Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Love those guys. Now, they know how to have a good time. Now, this guy is about to have a really good time. Now, she's taking her time having a good time. Come celebrate 20 years of good times at Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo, good times.
This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Right now at 11, we do have breaking news. The body found inside a Tesla registered to the singer known as David has been identified. Investigators are trying to figure out if she is a young girl missing from Riverside County.
It's another scorcher out there. We're starting to see the clouds moving in later this afternoon. Meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo tracking the system heading our way when we could see a chance of showers.
And it's sentencing day for the former Orange County judge convicted of killing his wife. We are live at the courthouse. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. We're live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Philip Palmer.
And I'm Colleen Sullivan. We begin with that breaking news and new details falling into place about a disturbing mystery in Hollywood with ties to a popular singer.
The medical examiner has identified the teenage girl who was found dead in the trunk of a Tesla at a tow yard. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is live in Hollywood with this morning's developments. Sophie.
Philip, that Tesla was originally abandoned here in the Hollywood Hills at Doheny and Bluebird, and inside human remains were found. That has now been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the LA County Medical Examiner. And now Riverside County Sheriffs are investigating if there's any connection to the human remains found inside of that Tesla and a young woman from Lake Elsinore who's been missing since 2024. They have the same name, but that has not yet been confirmed. But we have been reporting that that Tesla belongs to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. This all started when the abandoned car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood, and the employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belongs to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned that she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." The singer, who has 33 million listeners on Spotify, has not made any public comments about the case, but he is on a world tour and has continued performing throughout this investigation. He's known for his songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me. And now, back out here live, the singer is scheduled to perform tonight in Seattle, and then he is scheduled to come to California and perform here in Los Angeles on Saturday. We are still working to confirm if that tour is being paused. Live in Hollywood, Sophie Flay, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Sophie, thank you very much. Okay, rain, heat, and you could just stand outside and you're going, oh my God, it is humid. Yeah. We might see some thunderstorms too. A lot of active weather starting tonight. Meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo tracking the conditions for us.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, and you know, yesterday we were looking at a lot of this happening overnight tonight, and it looks like it continues to be sped up a bit. So the models have been a little bit all over the place with what's going to happen here over the next about, less than 24 hours at this point. However, there will still be opportunities into tomorrow afternoon and even into Friday morning, but it looks like we could get the bulk of it tonight. Live Mega Doppler 7000 showing a lot of thunderstorms that have been offshore, but now we're starting to see some north of us, and right around the Fraser Park area we are seeing some showers pop up there too. Now, some of these thunderstorms could be dry lightning. Unclear how much of this is actually reaching the ground right now, but we did see some activity just a little farther north. But as we look closer to us here, not a lot happening quite yet, except now we're starting to see some pop up in the Ventura County mountains. So I'm going to time this out for you, let you know what the models look like as we head into tonight, what we can expect. yet, but those temperatures are getting very warm out there, and it is feeling muggy, and that will continue on for at least the next several days. And so it's going to feel very close to yesterday temperature-wise, cooling off a little bit with this cloud coverage, but humidity is not going to allow us to really feel that break much. It's already 91 in Van Nuys. All right, more on all this in just a bit. Philip, calling back to you.
All right, Brianna, thank you. 91 feels like 1001.
I know. Oh.
Okay, we are waiting to learn how much prison time an Orange County judge will receive for the murder of his wife. A jury found him guilty back in April.
Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam is in Santa Ana at the courthouse and joins us with the very latest. Tim.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we are just moments away from sentencing. Court just resumed, so we should hear something very soon. This is a stunning fall from grace from this former judge. Jeffrey Ferguson was wearing a lime green jumpsuit along with orange shoes, and we actually have video of that. Take a look. Him walking into the court wearing this outfit, and then Judge Hunter also walking in with a black robe. These are two individuals that used to be colleagues. Look at the stark contrast between the two. Now I want you to take a look at this video. This is back in April. This is when former Orange County Judge Jeffrey Ferguson was convicted for shooting and killing his wife, Cheryl. 2 years ago, he shot her inside their home in Anaheim Hills after a drunken argument. The 74-year-old judge claimed it was an accident. Now, the couple's son, Philip, witnessed the attack and testified in the case. During Ferguson's first trial in March, a jury could not come to a unanimous decision, which led to a mistrial. A month later, a second jury convicted him of second-degree murder. Now, I asked Ferguson's son, who is in the courtroom today, if he had any comment after the verdict is reached, and he said he did not. The DA is expected to talk after the verdict, and we should be able to hear from him. My colleague Sid Garcia will be there during that press conference. He's in the courtroom right now, and we'll have the latest for you when this verdict is reached. For now, I'm Tim Pulliam, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. The parents of missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro will be back in court today for a preliminary hearing. Jake and Rebecca Haro have both pleaded not guilty to their child's murder, but yesterday, both sides were in court to discuss a possible plea agreement. The Haros claim baby Emmanuel was kidnapped from a parking lot in Yucaipa last month. Investigators believe Emmanuel died from long-term child abuse by his parents. The remains have yet to be found.
1 week after the murder of political activist Charlie Kirk, students at Utah Valley University are returning to class. This as suspected shooter Tyler Robinson is charged with 7 counts, including aggravated murder. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
For the first time since the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, students at Utah Valley University returning to class.
It's sort of a feeling that someone had passed away here. It's a very sad and very somber feeling.
It comes just a day after suspected shooter Tyler Robinson made his first court appearance.
State of Utah versus Tyler James Robinson. Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson.
The 22-year-old now charged with 7 counts, including aggravated murder. The Utah County District Attorney, who's seeking the death penalty, laying out the alleged evidence against Robinson, including DNA pulled from the rifle that was left at the scene and text messages between Robinson and his roommate.
The roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it."
Robinson turning himself in after the FBI released these photos. Authorities say his parents recognized him, then convinced him to go to police. His father speaking with him by phone.
When asked why he did it, Robinson explained there is too much evil, and the guy, referring to Charlie Kirk, spreads too much hate.
Former President Barack Obama posting video of a discussion in Pennsylvania last night calling Kirk's murder horrific and a tragedy, adding Democratic Minnesota legislator Melissa Hortman's murder was also horrific.
The premise of our democratic system is that we have to be able to disagree and have sometimes really contentious debates without resort to violence.
Authorities say they're investigating more than 20 people with alleged ties to Robinson on the online messaging platform Discord. Officials trying to figure out if anyone knew about Robinson's plan ahead of time. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
This is just in. As expected, the Federal Reserve has announced a rate cut to its key interest rate. The Fed cut that rate by 1/4 point It's the first cut since December of last year. And this is interesting. The Fed also signaled 2 more cuts by the end of the year. Lower interest rates could reduce borrowing costs for mortgages, car loans, business loans. It could boost growth and hiring. Now, as we mentioned, the cut was expected, so that you can see right there where the cut happened, because that's the spike in the market, up 1% right now at 475. Total 46235. That is a live look. Wall Street had been waiting to actually hear what was going to happen. We're going to be very interesting to watch what this recommendation of future cuts will have, and if it will send the market even further up. Sometimes it drops on the news that the Fed has cut the rate, so it'll be interesting to see what happens throughout the rest of today's trading.
Absolutely. Okay, well, as we do continue here at 11 a.m., President Trump and the First Lady land in the UK. We're going to show you all the pomp and circumstance.
And this is going to be